I'm Pamela D Wilson, and our conversation today is what to do when your elderly parents give up. Or if you're the caregiver, what do you do when you feel like giving up? When you're at the end of your rope, when you think that you cannot possibly do any more. I'm Pamela D Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. On there, a lot of helpful information for caregivers and aging adults. So let's first start talking about what is the idea of what does giving up mean? Then how do we notice when we're giving up? How do we have conversations with ourselves or with loved ones about giving up? And then what on earth do we do about it? Giving up means different things to different people. Giving up can sometimes mean giving in. And when I say giving in, it's the idea of compromise, of not always having to have things our way, of being more flexible, of being more collaborative to work with other people toward a common goal. So in this perspective, giving up could be more positive than negative. We can also give up when we experience a loss of hope, or we're frustrated, or we're overwhelmed, or we are just extremely, extremely tired. We can feel like we just can't go on another day, another minute. The situation cannot continue. When we feel like that can be a positive sign from the perspective of it lets us know that we have the opportunity to look at situations and life differently if we're willing to do it. On the other hand, we can be pretty stuck and pretty stubborn and say, I'm just giving up and I'm not going to do it anymore. But the result is going to be more of what you already have. Is that really what you want? Now let's talk about the motivation, or why change. How do we think about or talk about giving up? It's okay to feel sad and to grieve concerns and recognize that you're doing that to say, oh gosh, I feel like giving up today. I'm just going to have a day where I'm going to think about this. And then at the end of that day, I'm going to think about how to move forward and how to get out of this. And I'll use an example. So let's say that you are an adult and you're grieving something. It could be maybe you've lost a parent, or you've lost a job over caregiving concerns. Whatever it is, you're grieving the loss of something. And instead of moving forward and getting out there again, you're self-isolating, you're not wanting to talk to people about it, you're avoiding the subject. That is, in a sense, the idea of giving up, because you're not allowing yourself the opportunity that exists to look at the situation from a positive perspective. Because in everything negative, and I know this can be so hard to see sometimes, there are positives, there are opportunities out there. If we can only open our minds and talk to other people, get ideas from other people about what's good about this, what's positive about this impossible situation that I find myself in, that I feel like I just want to give up. So that takes us on the path of how do we dig ourselves out of these situations. The way that we dig out is to look at our situation honestly. I mean, it may honestly not be good. It may just suck, okay? You may be in a bad situation because the choices and the decisions and your actions put you there. We don't get into bad situations from not participating in something. Now, many times there are a lot of outside circumstances that happen that put us in a difficult situation that we have no control over. But what we have control over is how we react. So when I say that we're responsible for the place that we are in life, we are, because of the way that we react and respond to situations and look at change or resist change or want to give up. I'll tell you that no matter what situation you're in, there is always hope and help. If you're in a caregiving situation, an aging situation, there's a lot of help on my website, in my weekly podcast called The Caring Generation, my caregiving library, online courses, videos, my blog, all of the articles, and the support that I offer for caregivers and aging adults, and my one-on-one elder care consultations. So what to do when you are an elderly parent or giving up? Seek some support. seek some information to find ways to find that motivation and to keep going. I'm Pamela D Wilson. Thanks for watching this video. Please share it with others you know who are looking for hope, help, and support. I'll see you again soon in another video.